This is campaign 2. This is episode 1 of our second campaign. We have new characters and new and old characters. So let's get us started. A little bit of a recap. For those of you who were there last week, we ended the Rollo run. Rollo Jr. and the party got through the canal, and with a huge flood of water as they broke through all the gates. The canal, millions of gallons of water rushed out the broken locks, leaving Mochen under the waves. By the time the canal boat could be brought under control, the party was miles downstream. Fearing the worst, they made a quick plan to somehow get back up the canal as quickly as possible. But it was already too late. Their fears confirmed as they started back up the canal. There, floating towards them, was the broken body of Mochen. They pulled him out of the water and found him still grasping not only his hammer in one hand, but the rod of lost souls that Rollo had dropped when he had been pulled into the water himself. Strange magical burn marks covered Mochen's body. So Rollo had put forth the idea that perhaps the rod had done something to Mochen's soul, and perhaps he wasn't completely dead, maybe partially alive. So, Rollo, Mako, Darla, and Rollo Jr. decide to take the fastest way back to the Dwarven city in hopes that some cleric could possibly help. Rollo turns to Ayala, Kazoo, and says, "The things in the boat are just stuff. It's not as important as family. Take it to the Crow Riders of Magecroft. They'll give you the money for it. Keep it. It's yours. I don't care." And using Darla and Rollo Jr.'s earth-shaping powers, the family all speed back as fast as they can to Greathold, leaving Ayala, Kazoo, and Jeffathy, the gnome, to take the canal boat up to Magecroft to drop off the supplies to the orphans, which were actually the Crow Riders, the goblins. They have a supply of dwarven lances, javelins, fine leather armor, and goggles for flights. It's a 5-day canal boat ride, as there, of course, canals are slower than actually walking. I've actually been on a canal boat and seen a duck actually walk beside faster. Anyway, as they wind their way down the canal, Ayala sees a familiar face walking down the path beside the canal. Romulus Drakenfire. A human. Romulus is a human who has been working in the service of a powerful dragon living near Magmount named Tredgar. Tredgar has recently been killed by a party of adventurers, probably spelt hitmen, named the New Cuttlefish Gang, mysterious group, and was headed to Magecroft. That is, Romulus was headed to Magecroft to meet his brother Augustus at the Toll Booth Tavern in that city. Ayala and Kazoo pick up Romulus, and they all travel to Magecroft. They reach the Crow Riders' fort just outside the city, and the Crow Riders give them a chest full of gold coins, jewelry, and gems. And they split that between Jeffathy, who takes the canal boat back down the canal, leaves Ayala and Kazoo and Romulus at the Toll Booth Tavern, the big tavern before them and before the city. The Toll Booth Tavern is a kind of an intersection of the toll booth for both the canal boats and merchants attempting to get to the city. It's a large establishment, a full inn and tavern for those reaching the city after the nightfall when the gates are closed. And there at the tavern is Augustus, having reached the tavern 2 days before. It's late in the afternoon on a fine summer day, a little bit before dinner. The smells of the tavern's kitchens fills the air. Many merchants and adventurers are starting to come in for the evening, either to begin their journey out of the city bright and early the next day, or to get a good meal and rest before dealing with the chaotic bureaucracy of the city. And now we start our next adventure. Ayala, Kazoo, and now Romulus and Augustus. Hi, everybody.
Cheers!
Hello.
Oh,
So here we are at the wonderful Tollbooth Tavern, a very large establishment. It's got a great barn, got all your horses and other creatures that need fodder and putting up for the day, for the night. And a lot of other adventurers are here, merchants as well. And as Kazoo, Ayala, and Romulus walk in the door, there sits Augustus, fine-looking adventurer, sitting before you at a table full of food and drink.
this is my brother.
Hey.
Brother!
Oh, there it is.
You have made it! Excellent.
I did.
Sit you down and eat. And bring your
Oh,
drinks.
yeah, I would love to eat. I've got actually some munchies, and I would be very excited about that.
Yeah, he ate an entire thing of dried jerky, and I am concerned about what it's going to do to his insides. At this
I've been
always
trying to figure out how such small a being could fit so much inside. It's honestly disgusting.
I have a.
A little bit.
I
I
say hello to them in Draconic. Hello.
I
Draconic.
reply in Draconic as well. Hello, brother.
Hello.
High metabolism.
Hello.
So really just
No,
leaving
left
Kazoo
out.
out. Oh, thanks.
So,
Oh my God, are you guys talking about me?
I'm at the tavern too.
oh, very nice.
Cheers.
GM
Let's
is
get around
here.
and drink.
Cheers to you, sir. Cheers.
I'm every other character at the bar.
I just learned from someone who is very, very knowledgeable that from here on out, whenever we cheers, we must make extremely long and awkward eye contact.
Oh yes, that's right. Actually, you're in this part of the country that follows that sort of tradition. Yes, every time you clink glasses, you have to exaggerate your eye contact because it's the rules. It's bad luck if you don't. It's not just bad luck. It's not just 7 years of bad luck. It's 7 years of bad sex. It's them.
Oh.
Yeah.
We cannot have that.
Well,
Yeah.
well done, brother. Ha.
I'm gonna actually paint eyes on the on my eyelids here.
Some areas have different traditions, and that's that's just one of those wacky
like it.
things that people around here do.
I do want to point out. I know that on the boat we were talking a little about. I worked for the dragon. I was actually the dragon's familiar. I was summoned.
Oh, tell me a little bit, Romulus. I've been meaning to ask you, what does being a dragon's familiar entail? How is that different than just working for a dragon?
It is so amazing. I had a little bed right next to the dragon, and I would sleep there. There was a window with the sun would come in just right. Periodically I'd have to help with the occasional spell.
Oh.
I was on.
Hey, Ayala, am I your familiar?
I mean, this sounds like an arrangement that I could really get into. So, if you're volunteering, then
Did you like submit an application to become a familiar?
No,
Or answer an ad in the classifieds? Or
no, the wizard or mage or magus, as the case may be, will cast a spell.
Yes.
And then a call goes out. In my own case, I heard a beautiful song come wafting down over the mountain.
what did it sound like?
Like unto a siren. I could not avoid the call. And then I was hooked. It was amazing. It was the best gig I've ever had, actually. It was spectacular.
Again, I know I said it like 30 times already, but I am very sorry for your loss.
I mean, I have some more questions though. Like, were you stuck there? Could you leave? What are you going to do with your newfound freedom?
Oh, I didn't want to leave. I mean, I don't know if I could or not, but I would not have in the first place because the food was amazing.
Ah, very good.
I was basically like, did you ever have a cat?
Yes, I have a cat at home.
I was the dragon's cat.
I had a guinea pig.
The dragon would change my privy area, would keep it clean, and feed me. It was amazing.
So you were you were a corseted kitty for this dragon. You actually had no responsibilities at all other than to knock objects off of the shelf.
Did he poop in a box?
No,
I think that's what he's saying. Yes.
There was an actual privy. The dragon kept it cleaned up, you know. Oh,
What did you do? What was your function?
I was you never heard of a familiar?
I know it, but I mean, what did you do as a familiar?
Oh, every once in a while, the dragon could see apparently through my optical receptacles. So I could go around a bend because I was smaller than the dragon, as you might imagine. So I could like peek round a bend and it would know. It was wild. You know, I could feel her in there as well.
That's amazing.
Oh, very good.
That is really sweet.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't do that for you.
And why, brother, are you not still employed in this employment?
Oh, yeah, that's an.
The adventurers slayed my dragon. And they left a graffiti on the nice wall and everything. It was a mess. It was very
Who was it?
stressful.
I shall strike them down. I shall take this sword and I shall cleave their heads in twain. I shall shoot them from 1,000 yards with a bow. I shall avenge your master.
Well,
I like this guy.
I don't know.
Guy's off the hook. I love him.
This is great.
No.
I don't know that we should be.
No. This is very serious though, because I take the slaying of a dragon, especially a bronze dragon. This is
I didn't think I
big
feel.
deal.
I lost my seat by the bed and everything.
Yes.
They took everything from the lair. Like they must have had a giant bag of holding, and they just like.
And it was,
there was
a
like
lot.
one coin. That's it. One coin. Even his
I
little
found it.
bed.
Actually, I still have. But I used to, and that was a large hoard. I used to swim like a rich duck. I would splash in and just it was vast. It was a
Very
vast
good.
hoard.
I have to ask Romulus, did you ever see anything suspicious, or like, do you know anything about who could have killed Treadgar?
They left their calling card right on the wall. I told you it's the new cuttlefish.
Right, but did he do anything to provoke them, or did you ever see anything weird?
I saw a lot of weird things working for a dragon, make no mistake, but I don't know if she'd talk about it in polite company. But I was on my way. I was actually into town to pick up a rare mandrake root. I was heading back, and I didn't even. I mean, I clearly would have done something if I was there, you know, because I do. I don't know if you know. Come in for just a second. How are you? I just want you to know. I do magic.
Oh, this is wonderful.
I would have obviously done something, but I was out.
Again with the magic, brother. Yes, of course. Of course you're doing magic. Yes, you're doing magic, brother.
Not right now. That was just I was like a representation.
Yes, of course you are.
No, no. when I do.
I'll do a quick cantrip. The next time he waves his hand, I'll do a cantrip of an illusion to make it look like little glittering lights.
Oh,
As is a magic.
Oh!
Oh,
Whoa.
you made some fireflies, brother.
Apparently, I didn't
Well
realize.
Ha! Well done.
Good.
Now, brother,
Really good.
now that you are here,
Yeah.
in the morning, you and we are going to go run up the mountain. At daybreak, we are going to run up, come down, and do 100 push-ups because I can see you're getting a munchy tummy.
No.
Oh dear.
And then we shall do another 100 vigorous squat thrusts.
What is
Quite
a
vigorous.
squat thrust?
Or
Oh,
I'm gonna just pitch this as another possibility.
I like possibilities.
We could have a nice breakfast
Oh yeah.
and
Mm.
a cup of coffee
Yes, quite.
Yes.
I like coffee.
and some juice. Juice is
Yeah, I
healthy.
love juice.
Oh, all right.
And then see what the day has to offer.
Tiny,
I like this plan. I gotta tell you.
tiny one. I do not know your name. Allow me
Oh.
to introduce myself. I am Romulus. I'm sorry. No, you are Romulus. I am Augustus Posthumus Drakenfire, twin brother to Romulus Prehumerus Drakenfire.
We're twins.
We are twins. There are some who cannot tell us apart, but, my dear tiny friend, may I bid you welcome to this fine inn where I have established myself for these last 2 days, and let you know that breakfast shall indeed be happening on my tab after my brother and I go and live the vigorous life tomorrow morning. Ah,
This
Wow.
guy's
I'm
awesome.
loving this plan, but I have to tell you, I sort of I hurt my leg.
well, we shall.
When I found out that my master was slain, I sort of did a real quick
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I pulled
Well,
it.
we can take you to a mage, a druid, a healer of your choice, because this town of Magecroft has them many. We can get you fixed right up, brother.
Oh, am I hearing a shopping trip occurring? Because I am 100% down. I have maybe a few things, 1 or 2 things that I need to get. And I have this Shamadan that's going to be my new backup band.
Last time we went shopping, it did not work out super well for us. It ended
but it
with one of our
kinda
friends
did.
dying, actually.
No, it kind of did though. See, because
In Draconic. Hello, dragon.
dude, that guy is smooth. I don't know what he just said.
Yeah,
But that was really smooth.
My brother speaks
Hi.
multiple languages.
I'm
That's
Augustus.
hard, I guess,
Posthumus
God bless you.
Drakenfire.
That is a really wonderful name. I like it very much.
Thank you
Does
very
your family have a long history of being familiars to dragons? How did that
No.
last
I'm the first, actually, as far as I know. I don't know historically of any other human familiars to dragons, but
Yeah, this
Rare
joke is
occasions.
the first. He's the first. I mean,
Okay,
I
I
don't
got
know. I mean, I'm not certain.
Draconic.
our family were traders. We worked with the dragons.
Traders, not traders.
Oh, I was
Yes,
very
we were-
We
concerned.
were on the
Our
same-
family were traders.
we were
and-
trade-
The story goes that one of our most esteemed ancestors from the dragons brought back as a gift to the human villagers the gift of fire. Fire from the dragons. And so our name was changed to Drakenfire from the original name that we once held, which shall not be spoken here.
I mean, well, now can we speak about it outside or
Sure, we can go outside the door. We can go outside the bar. We're not going to say it in the bar.
All right. But I definitely would like to know later, though.
All right, I'll tell you.
Oh, well, that was easy. Yes, tell me.
Our family name was Shithouse.
Uh,
It was terrible.
I mean, it's a good thing your family found that dragon fire then.
Yes, it was quite fortunate, yes.
Does that mean something different in English than it does in Gnomish?
No.
No, it's actually quite similar across most of the common languages.
It literally translates right across. Yeah.
Everyone. Not even a pronunciation change.
Kazoo.
It's bizarre.
It was hey Romulus. What? Yeah, I'm listening.
You want
Brother, you're actually whispering towards me right now.
I'm not. I got
It's
my
a
hand.
diagonal. It's diagonal.
Do you have Do you want to go see what specials they have at the bar?
Yes, I do. I really do. Also, I figured, I could see if there's any room for a gig because I've got this new backup band and they are just dying to work their stuff.
Amazing! I love music. My dragon had a harp that would play by itself.
I
Ooh.
have a ukulele that plays by Bard,
That's beautiful.
and
Brother,
I have a shamadan that sings backup.
brother.
Oh, I'm the wrong way. Hold
Brother,
on.
you're going the wrong way, brother. Brother,
Yeah.
how did you meet such two amazing companions?
We
I
were
wish to know more about them.
I was walking down the lane, and
Yes.
then there they were.
That's it. Very good.
That story had a beginning, a middle, and an end.
It's all. It was concise.
I mean, technically, it's not ended yet because we're still involved.
Very good.
That's true.
I think we should.
Tiny one. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. I have not
Hi.
yet made the acquaintance of your name.
This is Kazoo. She's
I
my,
wasn't talking to you, brother.
she's my new best friend. She's great.
You're awesome.
You're
You're old
awesome.
friends. So
I protectively grab Kazoo and just like.
Why?
I don't
Hello.
pick up on social cues.
So your name is Kazoo.
Kazu, yeah, it's Nomish. It's Kazu Flixie.
Kazu Flixie. I like that.
Yeah, we're from
It fits
south
you.
side of. Thank you. Stop.
Oh dear.
I was actually waving at someone across the bar.
No,
I
I'm
got
not.
got this. I got this.
Kazu Flixie, you must tell me more. What type of civilization do the gnomes come from? Oh, is that a racist thing to ask? I apologize.
Not racist. That's what I am. I'm a
All right,
gnome.
very
Very
good.
proud. Gnome and proud. Yeah.
I
And,
don't know. I was gonna go check on the specials with Kazoo, but she's busy with my brother. Do you want to go see what specials they have?
I could have a drink or three. Yeah.
Let's
Ah!
go.
Let's go.
Drinks over here to my brother so he does not have to get up.
All right, so Augustus, since you've actually been in this bar for 2 days, you do know the bartender himself is actually named Randolph, and one of the innkeeper's daughter. So there's a bartender, there's an innkeeper, there's the innkeeper's wife, also an innkeeper, and then the innkeeper's daughter, and there's also the stable boy. So the
His name is Timothy.
his name's Nicholas, actually.
His
But
name is
that's right.
Nicholas.
His name is. All right, so I came up with his name, and I was like, like a good, just standard name, Nicholas. That's a nice little, I'm a 16-year-old kid, and I was like, Nicholas Cage, and I was like, no, shouldn't be a Cage.
Nicholas
His name is
Coppola.
Nicholas Penn, because it's like a cage, but it's less cage-like.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry.
Inside
Yeah.
the mind of the DM.
Whoa.
That's why you
That's-
follow
that's-
painting. We follow.
Randolph,
That's how I do this.
round for my new companions.
This guy is the best.
I,
Okay.
All right.
My
I
brother
have
does
coin and
know.
I shall spend it freely, but only this bag, not the bag at home. No, that's for savings, brother. Do you have your savings?
Well, I had a very, very well thought out retirement plan, but then they slayed my dragon.
Yes. And did you hoard that money away?
Well, we had it hoarded away. It would be as if someone came and took your bag and then went off with it. Because that's
We
what
shall retrieve your retirement plan, my brother.
I gotta be not as entirely hasty.
Ha! Brother, seize the day. Do it now. Now is all we have. Grab your sword. Raise it high. Strike off the head of those who do
Anytime,
you-
I just want to note something real quick. I
Yes.
can't personally do it because playing ukulele would kind of drown out the conversations. But anytime Augustus starts these rousing speeches, Kazoo's going to be playing some rousing music in the background to kind of go along with it. But I
Okay.
don't want to. I've been trying to do it quietly, but I didn't want to overrun it. But this
Do
is
it.
how this is.
Feel it.
Yeah.
Let's feel it, Kazoo.
Maybe you should put the sword away in the bar. I'm not sure that the
Not
people
used to me.
here.
Not used to me. I've been doing this for 2 days.
Maybe don't swing it though. Just
All right. Yes.
Yeah.
It's fine. Also, my favorite reaction about the sword was Josh about 5 minutes going, "Where did that sword come from?"
I saw that. Nice.
And welcome to our new Patreon saint. Welcome.
That's
That's
right.
Chanio. I know that guy.
Brother,
Yes.
I don't have a sword just based on your whole plan. And I haven't had my drink yet, which I'd rather do before I get to revenge or whatever killing
I know.
situation. Can we drink the drinks? Is that Because you said now, I just want to make sure that we're not trying to.
Brother, you are going to drink mead, the types that you have never had. You will have wine, that you may have had in your dragon hoard, in your dragon keep, with your former master.
They had really good wine.
Ales. You will have ales that make magic happen in your tummy.
Wine though makes me really sleepy, so I don't want to do that.
For the love of Charles, brother.
I can do the ale a little bit and maybe a little bit of mead, but the wine is not gonna.
Ayala. These guys are off the hook.
I mean, in what?
They're insane.
They're what?
They're crazy awesome. I don't.
Yeah.
Can we hang out with them some more?
I mean, they want to find out what happened to the dragon. I want to find out what happened to the dragon.
Yeah.
They want to find the horde. That is within my interests. I think that we should do it.
We're doing it. I'm in.
Yeah,
if you're in, I'm in.
I mean, I have nowhere to be today, so
yeah, let's do this. So,
you got the money burning a hole in your pocket.
I do think we should go shopping for supplies beforehand.
You are literally standing outside of the capital city of this kind of city-state area. It is a crazy, crazy city run by wizards, the Hexamerit, as it were. One of them who you met, right, at Rollo's party.
Yeah.
And the only downside of this city is that each mage controls a section of the city because that's where they live. It's like Florence in the 1400s with the Medicis, where you're in one section of town. There's no citywide police or citywide task force. There's just each wizard has their own personal little group of protectors. So you could be walking from one part of town to another, and you're like, "You're breaking the law," and you're like, "What?" But I wasn't breaking the law 20 feet over there. And they're like, "Yup, you entered a new part of the city. Good luck." So, yeah.
Let us do this and make friends. Let us strike them all down and make friends with them each and every.
I like it.
Yeah.
like you're going to strike them down and then make friends with them?
Exactly.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
I've been doing it wrong for a while.
Everyone has. But my new plan, it will all bring peace to the world.
Like the whole world.
The entire world. We struck. Yeah. I mean, it takes a while.
That sounds a little bit like conquering.
No. You punch everyone in the face.
Monolith right there.
You punch everyone in the face. You make them recognize your superior strength and virility, and then say, "Stop it! Stop it now!" And then,
Or
they stop doing that, and you can
Or-
take peace.
I have an alternative idea. The Shamadan has been sitting on the table, by the way.
What is a Shamadan?
Well, you're looking at it. It looks like a great big candelabra with like a hat metal band on the bottom.
I thought it was just a fantastic hat.
Oh, it's a candelabra. But alternatively, you could just sing a really good song and become friends with everyone. Yeah, friends, be friends with everyone. And the little Shamadan candles are singing, be friends. Be friends with everyone.
This
like
definitely worked on me. So it will probably work on other people too.
I like them. They are fantastic.
Everyone.
How much money do you want, Tiny Candle Singers?
Everyone.
So,
Everyone.
let me see. Are you actually going to do that? It's because everyone
I'm
would
going to
have to
throw
make a
money
save,
at the
right?
candles that are singing. Throwing money at the candles.
Right now, Kazu is doing that.
Okay.
But do they always charm, or can they just sing?
You got to give them the wink, and then they'll
You
know.
can give them the wink.
Okay.
But will they sing along?
Yeah, they'll totally sing along. Yeah.
Without charming?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we're a band now. Didn't give them the wink.
All right.
But it's definitely, you can feel a little magic, but it's not happening.
Very good. Well, the drinks show up. Randolph, the bartender, comes by, and Ingrid, the innkeeper's daughter, as well, with another jug of wine and some glasses for everyone.
Ingrid,
And
this is my brother. His
oh,
name is Romulus.
That's my name.
Yes.
hi, Romulus. Do you like wine or beer?
Beer, wine makes me very sleepy, so I'd rather actually, if you could bring me
Makes him sleepy, Ingrid.
You have mead?
Oh, yes, we have mead, of course.
I think I would enjoy a mead. Do you have any particular leaf that's good today? Like any sort of
Well, we don't sell it, but there is zillweed. It does exist, and there's usually
Oh, I know.
druids have it usually.
Wait
Look
a
at Ayala.
second. Ayala, you're a druid.
I mean,
Wait, sorry.
I don't know anything about all that.
Oh, we gotta talk.
But don't
Yeah, you
you?
do.
I mean,
You're like, yeah.
you know, sometimes I know what you're talking about. Maybe later. Maybe not in the middle of a crowded tavern.
I mean, it's not illegal. It's not.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not
right.
illegal.
It's especially not illegal here in this city, where you're actually outside of the city, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter at all, really.
I could probably help you find some later then.
Thank you. I like the two of you. I don't know if I told you on our journey here.
Well, that is very
Oh.
kind of you.
Oh,
Thank
Two
you.
good companions on the road. It seems like there are many strange and dangerous things happening these days. So
I agree with that. I lost a dragon recently.
My heart aches for you, brother.
Mine
you
as
did.
well.
I remember that.
It's a very happy bed. It was really comfortable, actually. I could curl up right in it.
Apparently, Ayala has been delivered a glass of smoky dragon
yes.
scotch from an unknown source.
Ah, yes. See, this is a sign of good things to come. It is like there is some force above us that is ready to smile down and make sure that we continue to have a good experience.
See,
Right.
Dragonfire scotch, and you meet the brothers Drakenfire.
Oh my gosh, are those
fate.
connected? Are they?
Mm.
I don't think so.
Brother, how can you say such things?
So, Ayala, you do look around the room, and you're like, I wonder who that was. And there are various people in this tavern tonight. There's a group of adventurers, possibly a little more experienced than you, than all of you. Just like you can tell, they've been on just a few more adventures. Their equipment looks a little shinier, or slightly more magical. There's 5 of them, and they're just, they're sitting around. No, they're not causing trouble or anything. There's a group of goblins in one corner, and let me see what else is there. There's a group of elves and you can tell by their dress, they are a group of fighters. They're like from a certain, from a certain town, and they train in a certain way, and they shoot electricity, but they're from way down south, like way down south, and you've probably only seen their symbol a few times, but they're sitting there at one table as well. So they're not from around here, and then there's various merchants and other things, but the only other person that catches your eye right now is a woman, human, who is just drinking shots slowly and just kind of looking around the room. She's definitely some kind of maybe a detective or maybe a hunter or something like that. She's got few tattoos, and she's just kind of like, she's looking around the room expecting someone to strike up a conversation about a job, like you're like, give me a job. It's like, you can tell she's so totally doing that. Like, she's like, I'm a badass, and you're gonna give me a job.
Question mark over her head, or
Yes, I believe so.
I was
Actually, it's the other way. She wants someone to give her a quest. She's just like, come on, give me a quest. You're like,
Ooh.
come on.
Can I go up to her?
Sure.
Okay. I do go up to her and I say, "Hi, you look like a very brave, adventuring sort of person. What's your name?"
She says, "My name is Ash.
Ooh,
What's
Ash.
yours?"
I'm Kazu Flixie. Just a bard. No big deal. But you wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would you?
Yeah, you got a job?
What kind of work do you specialize in?
I can track people down.
Excellent. That's exactly the kind of work I need done.
Really?
Yeah. Do you have any references?
Well, I mean, the bartender knows that I usually come back with, someone's head when I
Look at
when
the
I
bartender.
leave, Randolph kind of goes, yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's an excellent reference. Just the kind that I'm looking for. And
I can afford the best scotch. And she like, clunk.
Oh, see, now I've got this idea. A friend of ours, his previous employer was done wrong, something fierce, and that's just not right. I think it may have been like, thugs or gang or something, some just jerks, right? What would be the going rate to hunt them down?
Am I just finding them and reporting back to you, or am I like hunting them down?
Well, let's start with finding them and reporting back, so I don't have to go looking for them.
Well, I am kind of the best in the area at hunting. I'm not cheap. Listen.
No, of course not. That's why I'm pricing out right now.
It starts off at 500 gold. No, that's where it starts.
Just to find them and then report back?
Yeah, but you get a week. Now listen, if it take a week and if I can't give you any information at all, you get half your money back. But if I can figure out where they are, all right. Or if I find a lead, I get your money. Then if you want to continue, we can go from there. And yeah, but I'll track them down.
I'd like to walk over and
I bring Ayala over. Actually,
okay.
Even Romulus. Ooh, is it too soon to bring him in on this negotiation?
I mean, he seems like I
say this to Ayala, like, I'm really good at negotiating and working the deal. I don't know if having I like the idea of having somebody do a lot of the legwork for us. I don't mind spending.
It's a steep price, though. What is her name? The hunter.
Ash.
All right, Ash. I think we probably want to move a little quickly here. Is there some kind of, do you know any information that you could maybe share with us for a lower price about, do you know anything about this group called the New Cuttlefish Gang?
I'm sorry, the New Cuttlefish Gang?
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of the Cuttlefish. But they don't exist. I mean,
what do you mean they don't exist?
I mean, so they're calling themselves the New Cuttlefish Gang? That's hilarious. The old Cuttlefish Gang used to be followers of this big anti-paladin guy who was the big badass, and they used to be his, but that was like 50 years ago. I mean, so I don't know. But no, I haven't heard of the New Cuttlefish Gang. That sounds ridiculous. But if they exist, I'll find them.
It seems like maybe this is a new group trying to emulate the old group. So, I mean, do you know anything else about the original Cuttlefish Gang, or what their goals were, or their philosophies?
They were kind of douchebags, as far as I know. The stories are if the stories are half true, I mean, you know, I've heard stories about them like with their guy Sharkbane, who like they ran around and were just like burning down temples of everybody. Like they didn't really have like a they didn't have a favorite. They just like to like. Although I heard that they were like really, they definitely like were just taking out on as many temples as they possibly could, but probably because that's where cool stuff is kept. So, but that was like 50 years ago. That was forever ago. Yeah, they all kind of, I don't know. I heard the stories ended with Sharkbane dying, and then eventually his cuttlefish crew eventually died off as well. But some of them kept going for a while. I don't know. That's the only thing I've ever heard about him. But the new Cuttlefish gang, that sounds like, I mean, you might be right. Sounds like maybe somebody's trying to take up the old squig tentacles. I don't know.
Or at least use the reputation of the old group.
Yeah. Sometimes those crazy things happen. Like somebody picks up a magic item and it's got who knows? Maybe it's like got a curse on it, and it's like maybe somebody had one of those items from somebody else. That kind of stuff happens all the time.
That seems oddly specific.
It was very specific.
I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas here. I don't know, but the more information you have for me, that's really helpful. So we doing this? Am I tracking down your?
Let's start. I tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to confer with the primary aggrieved party. Finances are negotiable, of course. We will be doing something related to a down payment, with the rest upon completion. For an additional for expenses, reasonable, of course, with receipts
plus expenses. Yeah. Plus
exactly. That's
Kazoo. She didn't mention extra expenses. You have to like negotiate. Like you don't want to add things. Give her ideas for things to charge us on.
Don't worry, it'll be itemized.
It's standard. Yeah, this is a standard. Not that I've hired a lot of. So let's. Would you like to come and join us at our table? I do have the one concern, Ayala, about Augustus being a little gung-ho. I don't want him running off and trying to swing. I'd like to optimize his swinging. That's all I have to say about that.
Well, I mean, he's friendly. I mean, I feel like there's not
I love that. Oh my gosh, he's so friendly and so cute. He's so cute. And did you see the hat? It's a big feather. Oh, he just got a nice hat. Oh.
It is a very good hat. And his draconic is shockingly good, I will say.
It's really good. It's Ayala, you are absolutely surprised how good his draconic is. Like he didn't just study it. Yeah, like Romulus, you're like you can tell that he actually lived with a dragon. Like Romulus is like, oh, right, because he like certain catchphrases and things like that. Augustus, you're like, how did he do that? You're literally like, huh, that is. Dang.
I was his tutor when we were boys. Is how he did it because I speak 5 languages actually.
I really need to learn Draconic.
So you want to practice? I can help.
I would love it. Yes,
we
please.
Can do lessons.
Please. Yes, absolutely. So what do you think, Ayala?
Yeah. Let's bring Ash over.
Yeah, come on, Ash.
All right.
Join us at the table.
She grabs her bottle and her shot glass. She does this thing where she throws the shot glass up in the air and then takes the bottle behind her back, catches the shot glass on the bottle, and then like
whoop, that was so
pulls it up.
I'm realizing as they're coming toward us that our new friends just take like anybody into their party. Like, well, I guess I said I guess there's going to be one more split. I
don't have room for more names on the board here, people.
What are you talking about, brother?
They bring in another person into our little group.
Ah, excellent!
No, don't even worry about
that. I will learn their name and write it down into a poem.
So
it's a remote operator.
As we roll up, I'm like, so gentlemen, this is Ash. She's going to provide us a service with a fixed fee, and then we're going to go and finish our mission.
So it is a
She goes,
fixed fee and not negotiable. What is the service?
I'm not interested.
plus expenses.
I'll try to be single to maintain my magical powers. So I'm not interested in that kind of service. I'm
Oh.
No,
No.
no,
Bro.
no, no.
Yeah, nobody's trying to set you up, buddy. You're good.
Yeah.
My brother is such a card. Ah! Oh, that Romulus.
I'm gonna need another drink.
Yeah.
We're all going to. Randolph! Drinks for the new person.
I'd like another.
Drinks all around, Randolph.
the Ingrid, the barkeep's the innkeeper's daughter, comes up with some more drinks eventually, but Ash flips the bottle up in the air, which throws the shot glass in the air. She catches it on the back of her hand, pours the bottle, and then she's like, "Okay, watch this." Bottle in the air, shot glass. She like catches the shot glass, does the shot, catches the bottle behind her back, and then does a little flourish. Shot glass goes back on top of the
I'm going to need you to roll for that, but I think that was fantastic. All right.
She has a plus 30 on that. So
very good.
and I just rolled a 17, so she's only got 2 skills. Hunting and that trick.
Well, that is skill points well spent.
She put all her points into those. But yeah, she's like, So I'll drink on your tab. Great.
So this is Romulus. He's an old friend of Ayala's. This is Augustus. It's Romulus's brother, and very charming individuals, both of them.
Oh, thank you.
And
I'm Augustus. Some people call me Gus.
She said what your name was, brother. Actually, she already said it.
Well, I know, but I thought it would be polite and apropos to introduce myself from myself in order to make the personalization of the meeting as humane and individual as possible, brother.
Oh, all right.
Noted. So
Ash just goes, I think you need to drink more, but you're cute.
I hear that.
Ash is excellent and has the uncanny ability to find people or groups of people
Well, how about
who
that?
may have offended people or dragons.
I'm offended personally.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's sad.
Wait.
But she can help us find who we need to find.
Who do we need?
Is she going with us on this quest?
Is she in the party now?
Oh, no. She's going ahead and then coming back and telling us exactly where they are, and she's doing recon for us.
All right.
Hey Romulus,
Yeah.
you ever have a problem like remembering things?
Oh, no, my mind's like a steel trap.
He remembers everything.
Yeah, I do. I really do. I don't
I'm just checking.
I like not to think about things sometimes, but I remember real well.
So
Like
here's
a
the question. This person, hello Ash, nice to meet you. This person, Ash, is going to go off in advance of us.
Yep. That was my theory.
Going to do all the investigative work. Come back to us with the information. What are we doing in the meantime? That's not adventure.
Shopping.
I mean, listen, Kazoo
I do like shopping.
Kazoo
That's
and
where
I
I got
have
this
been
hat.
very busy the last several weeks. We've dealt with a lot of stuff. Our friend recently passed. Having a couple days off might not be the worst thing in the world.
My most sincere condolences on the loss of your friend. In fact, more than you can know, I grieve with thee.
Oh,
Your
believe
pain
you.
is my pain.
that's
As
really
we
nice.
are going to become one party, one adventurous group. We share our triumphs together, and we share our pain together.
He's so dreamy.
Brother,
Yeah.
let us sing the song of pain.
The song
Why
of
are you
pain.
in so much pain right now?
They are in pain, brother. And
Who?
so they are in pain.
Who?
Brother, come for a sidebar. Brother.
Yeah.
They are in pain. Your tall friend and the miniature one, they are in pain.
What happened to them?
They lost a companion, brother.
They did. Oh.
She just said it.
Oh, I missed it.
I'm like a steel trap you have.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I hear it,
I
I
just
remember. I
busted
just didn't
open.
happen to hear. I was thinking about something else.
Yeah, brother, let us sing the song. Let us sing the song of pain for them. The song of pain and lamentation.
Do we know that? I don't know if I know that one. I mean, maybe it has another name. I don't know which one. How's it start?
It's the song of pain and lamentation. It's the one that our mother sang at our father's funeral. The one that she sang at our grandmother's funeral.
How did it start again? Which way did it begin?
Just gotta hum a few bars. Ash is like, well, I'm gonna drink more.
Ash, I'm with you.
Singing lamentations to the people.
You're making it fall too up tempo.
Ash makes eye contact with everyone that she drinks. Dink, dink, dink.
Oi, 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 oi.
Lamentations.
Do
You
not
know what,
worry
you know
about
what, you know what, we'll do it later, we'll do it later,
lamentation
bro.
right now. Let's bring it back. I think that, us having a little bit of time to prepare for this and to move on past the last one is a good idea. And that way we can kind of get to know each other. And if we are all in agreement, then Ash, we can say yay.
What are we? Who's she looking for?
The people who killed Threadgar.
The people who stole your bed.
Oh,
And your savings, apparently.
whoa! That just happened.
Yeah.
Right. That's why
The trail is
we
fresh.
find them while the trail is still fresh.
Yeah,
And we still get a
thought we were all right. I mean, I thought we'd probably take some more time.
We can still take time while Ash is Ash, thank you so much. I believe, I think your services are
Here's the
definitely
thing.
going
I'm seeing a lot of confidence here, so you got to pay me in advance.
Oh,
How much?
really?
It's 500.
I tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the money.
Get out
and
of
I'm
here.
going to put it with the bartender, and I will give you the 100 ahead of time, and that way you know that we're good for it, and you know that you.
That's
can
not how it
stick
works. 500. If I come back after a week and zero information, I give you back half. If I
Okay.
have any information, any leads, it's $500. It's a week.
How can we trust that you're not going to just take the money and leave?
And I'm going to do a persuasion check to try and get Ash to accept very reasonable terms.
Oh, who's paying? Because I don't know if you heard, but the horde got stolen from me, so I'm a little short right now.
Case Frank did it. Case solved.
While Kazoo is persuading, I just pull out the sword again, and I'm just standing behind, like.
So I got
Ash
9.
is like, a 9? Really? Yeah, no.
Yes. This is me not rolling well.
Maybe
He's like, look, Ayala, Kazoo, love you guys. You're great, but that's the going rate. So, Randolph, bartender, he knows me. Innkeeper, Ingrid, we go way back.
All right.
I go back with them 2 days.
I'm going to start.
Randolph, lower her rate.
Are we splitting this? Because I don't know if you heard me say, but the horde is gone.
I'm going to start to stand up. All right. I want to ask around the tavern for a little bit more information. So,
Okay.
She's
like, fine, I'm just going to take my fancy liquor and go back over here.
Yes.
all right. That
Maybe you
sounds fine.
Can we just talk?
That's
real quick?
national.
Bye.
Can we just talk? I mean, look, I'm sure as much as any of you, I want to find out who these new cuttlefish are. I'm just not very liquid for gold right now.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Are you sure? 'Cause I
just
can't
did
afford-
a job and got paid. And well, to be perfectly honest, I'm a bard and I can always sing for my supper. and I make a pretty decent living as a bard. And so, on that note, I go up to the bartender and says, "Do you have any bands playing tonight?
Yep.
Do you have an in-house bard tonight?"
She's a bard.
That's good.
Randolph goes, yeah, we do actually. Should be coming in any minute now. The Steel Fox. Maybe
Shut
you've
up.
heard of him.
I know the Steel Fox. We hung out for like an extended all night at the last party. Gig I did. The last gig.
Wait,
I-
he goes, sure you did.
Oh,
Like-
you were gonna laugh so hard. You were gonna laugh so hard when he comes in.
It's like, you're totally name dropping. It's like, yeah, he should be here any minute now. Yeah. He's playing tonight.
Here.
And he's doing a whole, yeah. And he's doing a whole tour in Magecroft this couple of weeks. He said he was going to be in town.
Has he started playing the new ballad of Claxor the Mighty? The new one?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. He's been out of town. He was on tour.
Well, he just did the show. I just taught him this new song, so he really liked it. He really liked it. If you like, I can play it for you right now.
Well, I mean, he might play it for a show. Maybe he'll have you up on stage with him.
He might.
Yeah.
I brought my backup singers. They're amazing.
Huh. Really? I mean, I can put in a good word for you in the next opening we have, but
Oh, really?
yeah, what? Yeah.
Yeah. What's the time scale? Anyway, business talk.
Yeah, they have a little schedule.
Yeah.
It's not very. It's not very. It's like, yeah. This guy said he was going to show up tonight. Who knows? But the Steel Fox, he's going to
Kind of a
be
big
here.
deal. Oh, wait a
Yeah.
minute. Look at the. Yeah. Okay. If he doesn't show up, then. All right. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
I'd like to approach the other group of people that had the fancy armor and the weapons.
Okay. There's a very big fighter who, he's wearing that armor that's like the shoulder pads come up to here, basically, and they're like, and there's a guy like in green. I wouldn't say Aragorn. I'd say like shifted Aragorn, perhaps, maybe, and then let's see, and then two half elves also with them in their party.
Sure. Hello there. You all look like you know your way around some serious business.
Yeah, we do. Says the big fighter guy. You as well.
Well, thank you, but I'm actually kind of looking for some information, and I'm hoping it looks like you are all experienced travelers. Maybe you might be able to help me out a little bit.
What can we do for you?
You see, my friends and I are looking for a group that may have committed a crime. They're called the New Cuttlefish Gang. Have you heard of them?
They all look at each other. Oh, all right. Well, a Nat21. Bing. First one of the day. The Aragorn looking guy goes, the New Cuttlefish Gang? Hey, yeah, I have heard of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were. I don't know. They were in town in the city. I don't know, a couple weeks ago. They were looking for items. They were like looking for some magic stuff.
What kind of magic stuff? Did they ask about anything specific?
They kept asking well, we're gonna go try to slay a dragon, and blah blah blah. They were looking for dragon lances and other stuff that would stop magic and whatever. I mean, because everyone was like, hey, do you have any? They're like paying big and whatever. So they were looking to shell out some money, but I didn't have anything they could. Yeah.
Do you know where they might be found? Where they are based out of?
Not really. I mean, they were here in town. I mean, because Magecroft is it's the place to find magic items if you're gonna buy some. But
Right.
yeah, they were like spreading the word. You know what I mean? Like they were doing this like weird like, hey, just to let you know, the new Cuttlefish gang's back in town, and we're gonna and it was just like, oh my god, yeah, it's a little.
So it didn't really seem to you like they were capable of actually slaying a dragon.
Yeah, with the right magic stuff, you never know. I don't know, but they just seemed like douchebags to me. I don't know.
You're not wrong.
Interesting. All right. Well, thank you for the information. If you happen to think of anything, my friends and I will be here for a while, and I'll order a round of drinks for your group here. Thank you.
And they all go, yay!
Well,
you just let us know anytime you need any information.
And then I'm going to go back to the table, and I'm going to look pointedly at Augustus. So you can make friends without beating them first, turns out.
Wait, what?
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It does help if you buy them booze.
I know you can make friends without beating someone soundly first, but my entire philosophy on that is if they are intent on being a ne'er-do-well, you first punch them in the face, threaten to sever and separate their head from the rest of their body, and then they may come around to your proper way of thinking. I mean, of course, we are friends, and we have not made any threats to each other. In the meantime, give me a word that rhymes with lumps.
Bumps, humps, thumps. I mean, where are you going with this? I got you.
Slumps.
Do you think that lumps rhymes enough with triumphs?
Triumphs.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Slanty enough.
I am composing a poem for our group.
It's this much slanty of a slant rhyme. It's this much
I like
slanty.
that.
Because where are you at?
I'm right here.
No,
across
because
from you.
I'm not talking to you right now.
I'm right here.
It's not always about you. Yeah, where are you at? Are you at the table?
Yes.
Are you going to play music?
Can I?
I don't
Do
know.
you mind?
I would love you to.
Nobody seems to be here.
Did you have a gig? I saw you talking to Barkeep.
Oh yeah, he says the Steel Fox is coming tonight, and honestly, that guy talks. I think the bartender is talking again.
Hold on. I'm gonna go. Come here, real quick.
What, me?
No, not you. I'm talking to you right now. I'm gonna do magic. I'll be right back. All right. I'm gonna go to the barkeep.
I look at Ayala.
Okay.
Is that a euphemism?
I'm not really sure.
I'm gonna say you're gonna let my friend play music tonight and erase the contract to the Silver Fox, and I'll cast suggestion on him.
Okay.
You never met another performer's gig. The code.
I have a new business manager.
Woo. Did he receive on his will save?
Oh man. Well, when it counts, the dungeon master can't roll. So I rolled a 2.
Yeah, he needs a 16. So yep. So he's gonna let Kazoo play, and he's gonna not have the other guy play.
I'm gonna let Kazoo play.
She's great.
And I'm gonna erase the contract
Of the other guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're gonna play Kazoo.
Randolph, the big. I mean, he is just a brick of a guy. Just this, he's like big red nose, and he's jolly looking guy. He's but also looks like he's been in a bajillion bar fights and won probably most of them. He's like, all right, sounds like a great idea. And he goes, Kazoo,
what?
Get on the stage. And then, of course, he points, and of course, it's the it's the 6 inch riser
Oh yeah.
You know,
No, it's actually on the same level as the floor.
it's a
You
sheet
come
of
in, and
plywood
it's
thrown
only
down.
indicated that it's the stage because there's no tables there.
Right. Right by the
We did a
fireplace,
gig
though.
there.
Yep.
Kazoo.
Kazoo, you're on.
I did.
Go for it.
I don't know if I did magic.
You're amazing, and
Knock
you
'em
are
dead.
so to be my new manager.
Knock them dead up there. You're gonna be great.
Okay, I bring the shamadan and I set it up
Mhm.
on the mantle of the fireplace.
Okay.
And I also do the thing that Kazu always used to do when she did gigs is while she's playing music, she'll use her illusion cantrip to make like flowers bloom or bird, make it look
I'm
like
excited. I cheer really loud and everything.
Hey, Kazoo, real quick.
what's it? What?
You know, if you could work in some kind of charm thing that like tells people to give us information about the cuttlefish. I don't know if you can like work that in as a line in your song, but like it could be kind of useful.
I might be able to. What do you guys think? She
think-
looks at the candles.
I got faith.
She looks at the candles. What do you guys think?
I got faith in you.
Oh, you know what? I think I got an idea.
That's why I got you this gig.
What's a good song? Well, I was gonna sing I'm sailing away, set an open course for the virgin sea. I've got to be free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain. So climb aboard, we'll search for together on every shore, and I'll try, oh how I try to carry on. I look to the sea, reflections on the waves spark my memories, some happy, some sad. I think of childhood friends and the dreams we had. We'll live happily forever, so the story goes. But somehow we missed out on that pot of gold, but we try best as we can to carry on. A gathering of angels appeared before my head. They sang to me a song of hope, and this is what they said. They said, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Everybody come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away and tell us everything you know about everything. And anything you want to talk about, we're here to listen, especially about the Cuttlefish Gang. You want to tell us everything you know about the Cuttlefish Gang. We're here to listen because we care about you. You ready? All together now, sing it with me. You know the words. All right, here we go. Come sail away.
Come sail away.
Come
Sail away.
Sail away with me. All the little candles.
You guys are amazing.
Cast light. I actually cast light. And I did this.
All right. So
So, of course, I rolled a bunch of saves. And I didn't roll a single die above a 10, except for one. One person got an 18. And the highest I rolled was 8, aside from that.
I decided I would also roll a saving throw.
I did too. I got a 3.
I think you all
I got a
have
3.
to.
I got a 3.
I didn't have enough.
I am really here to tell you my entire life story now. I mean,
About
like,
the cuttlefish. I think I said tell us about the cuttlefish.
I do.
You said especially about the cuttlefish? You said everything.
I did say
Now we
everything.
go on
Cuttlefish killed my dragon.
so So I
everyone
came from a
pretty
small
much
town, and my
everyone
brother and I, we were the
walks
only
up to the stage. Everyone pretty much just walks up to the stage and literally starts telling you everything about them,
Including
about
us,
their entire life stories.
including us, because we
including
failed.
us, my brother and I.
Ayala, did you make your save?
I mean, I got a 15. Does that pass?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Right?
7.
Yeah.
I rolled.
Yeah, I'm gonna like wade through the crowd and like, Kazoo,
I maybe put it on a little too strong, didn't I?
what did you do?
Oh, I guess the only other ones that did not actually fail save were the elves, who are resistant to charm anyway. And they kind of sat down at the table and they just kind of sat there and were like,
I got a little carried away.
All right. Listen, anybody that wants to talk to us about the new Cuttlefish Gang or the old Cuttlefish Gang, come to the front.
That's okay. No, I don't know anything about them actually.
So everybody's pushing each other aside just to like get to you. The double doors of the bar of this place open up, and a drum roll and a steel guitar chord is played as the Steel
really
Fox
Steel
himself steps in, and he goes and he looks over at this entire group of people rushing the stage, and he looks, what hey, and he like and he
I was your
blasts
opening
the
act.
chord, and like and everybody goes, what the heck, and he goes, who is on that stage? It takes him a second to say stage.
I'm gonna lean over,
Later
You
before.
can even see the air quotes.
I'm gonna lean over to my brother and I say, wait, check this out. I'm gonna do magic.
No,
Wait.
I got this. I seriously
Wait.
got
You
this.
can't do magic.
I'm gonna cast a spell on the Silver Fox.
Best of luck. I know of his reputation.
It's Tasha's uncontrollable, hideous laughter. I'm gonna cast it on him. He needs a 15
Okay.
to make a save.
If you think you can do it,
Again,
I'm doing magic.
No,
I did
I
magic.
rolled a 1.
no.
He's laughing.
He's my buddy.
He's doubled over on the ground. He thinks
He
it's
is-
hilarious.
I like him. Randolph, get the Silver Fox a drink.
All right, a big one. Get him a big one.
And
I like
he keeps pointing at you, Kazoo. He keeps pointing at
come
you,
up-
and he's laughing, and he's like,
I help him up onto the stage, and I look at Romulus, and I'm like,
I don't think you know I did that because I only whispered it to my brother.
ah.
All
Right, so I bring him up on the stage.
He just thinks you're hilarious. That's how good you are. You're amazing.
Oh no, because I met and talked to him at length. I know something's up. Something is up. He is a buddy of mine.
Yeah. I don't know
all
what
right,
happened.
so you bring him. How long does that last, actually?
Oh, let me check.
45 minutes.
Is that right?
No.
Whoa!
Holy crap!
I did magic. I did a lot of magic.
I mean, it was a
Uh,
natural one. So.
it was the natural one.
Probably means it'll last twice as long.
That's gonna be twice
Dig it-
as long.
Up to a minute. So 2 minutes. I'll keep
Okay.
concentrating on it.
Okay.
All right.
So I'll while he's laughing, I'll play a song that I don't personally know. Maybe Kazoo would know something that you can play along. That's a laughter-based song.
You just kind of. So you try to roll it into the song that he's. All right. So give me a performance check.
Performance check.
Oh,
Can you save him?
Can it at the end of each of his turns he gets another save.
Okay.
I cannot freaking roll. That'd be a natural 2.
All right, and he unnatural 2. All right. Well, you're trying really hard, but this laughter is
It's loud
uncontrollable, and
I can't keep a rhythm to it.
oh, it's going everywhere.
He
Oh,
gets
wait.
He failed. He failed
What
to
is
save again, rolling a 4, and
you're hilarious, Kazoo. Like
2. So
comedy should be added to your repertoire.
so I ended up with an 8 because I forgot that I have a +6 on my performance. And do
That's
I get
good.
an advantage for performance rolls? I don't even know where to see that. Extra.
you just have proficiency, I would imagine. So yeah.
It's like the black dot with the extra circle around it. I don't know if that
means proficiency.
It's expertise.
Yeah, you have the double. You have double. It's not double dice. It's double the number that you're double your bonus,
Oh, okay.
which should
cool.
be added in to your whole thing.
Yep.
All right. So he just keeps laughing off as you keep trying really hard. And everyone is just sitting there trying to yell their life stories at you. And Ayala, there are a couple people. The Aragorn guy tells you the exact same thing that he told you before. But the goblins are hopping up and down, trying to tell you about the new cuttlefish gang.
All right,
And
we're gonna get closer to the goblins then.
okay,
Oh, hello.
they're
My
like,
secret hope in life was to be a bard. I want you to know this. I have written some songs. I have a book of them here. You should read them all.
I will totally put them to music for you too.
I'm just yelling this out. Do you even hear this? There's a lot of people screaming.
Well, we'll see.
yeah, it's chaos. You made chaos. It's good. There you go. So the goblins
Right, it
are like,
was the elves.
and then these guys, and then and this guy, and he's and it's like, yeah, it's my buddy, and blah, blah, blah. And so you get 3 different versions of the story, Ayala. But what you can put together is that there's this guy who his dad was one of the original cuttlefish, and eventually he got like a magic item from his dad, and so then he was like, yeah, we're bringing the gang back together, and yeah, so there's some crazy cuttlefish weapon that exists that with this group they made this thing happen, and then, so now they're bringing back the old spirit of the gang, and so yeah, they don't know too much more about it, just that this guy was the son of one of the people who was in the original group,
I
so
see.
and he's finishing up old business, as it were.
I've got
Do any of you happen to know where I could find this person or any of the group?
They're like, well, they sometimes he's comes to Magecroft every once in a while, and he usually goes to one of the bars in town, the Frog Prince.
A frog prince.
Mm-hmm.
And what does he look like?
He's like, he looks like a human, he's got hair just here, and then like a face, just mostly just here. He's got like arms, and I don't know, he's a human.
All right. Well, thank you all so much. I'm going to go help my friend.
He's got the cuttlefish whip, and it's like this flogger thing, but it's like tentacles. That's the thing. That's what
Does
it's got.
it do anything special?
Yeah, it grabs you. Grab your face. I've seen it grab a guy's face, pull his face right off. It's crazy.
That's pretty gruesome.
But just like a cuttlefish, right? Cuttlefish do that, right? Right?
No.
I mean, I'm not really sure, but
I got If I did a history of 20, do I know like what I know? Do I know what I know about the old cuttlefish? I probably wouldn't have brought it up yet, but I mean, I actually have some history. I have a lot of history knowledge. Do I know the things that I know about the cuttlefish?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, just that they're an old group of like a mercenary band, and their leader was Alexor Sharkbane.
Yeah, he's not a good. He wasn't a good person.
And again, that was like 70 years ago. I mean,
Long time.
60 years ago, something like that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I would have probably told you that when I went up after your wonderful performance, before I made your friend laugh.
All right.
She stops laughing.
That's actually why I'm pre-humorous, because like they laugh before I joke even.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Are we cool? Okay, we can be cool. Don't be mad.
He's like, what? You didn't cast that spell. What happened?
I did not cast that spell. I'm looking around. I see some elves that are not like, that's my best guess. I don't know. But I tell you, you were amazing. And I'm a huge fan. Anyway, that came out a little bit weird. But what I mean to say is I was warming up the stage for you. The bartender just turned to me and said, take the stage. I said, sure. I thought I would, do a little something.
I just like to remind the DM that pretty soon the bartender is going to tell him he doesn't have a contract tonight. Because he did fail that stage. That was actually what I told him. I didn't know they were friends. I didn't know that. I'm not saying this out loud. I'm actually getting real quiet.
Slinking into the background.
Yeah, that's
as you see the bartender stomp on up, and he's like, I don't remember. Wait, at the end of a suggestion spell, though, he has 2
hours to do it, like to try to do it. Yeah. So if he fails the save, he has to do his best to follow through with my suggestion.
And but as soon as he is done doing the thing that you suggested he do, he is done with the spell.
Right. But so far he's done part A.
He hasn't ripped up the contract.
And now he's got to do part B, where he cancels the contract.
Well, fortunately, I mean, he didn't actually have to rip up the contract, which I believe is what you said, because it wasn't written.
Cancel the contract.
Cancel. Yeah. Have it. So he walks up and goes, "Yeah, I'm sorry, Silver Fox. You're great and all. We love you, but just not tonight. That's cool. We're not having you on tonight. I'm sorry." We got Kazoo here. She's doing great. And so we just put her in your place. Yeah. So, I'm sure you understand. And he's like, what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And he takes his luscious silver locks and he goes, I'm sorry. What did you say? Nobody cancels the contract on the Steel Fox.
My dear friend, hello. Hi. I am Augustus, Posthumous Dragonfire. I am a huge fan, and I would like to offer you an evening of drinks to sit here at my table with my adventuring party while our friend Kazoo sings us such songs that will make you want to tell your life story in rhyme.
His eyes get so small. It's like
Kazoo's eyes get so big.
I'm going to attempt to roll persuasion. I'm going to
go for it.
Smile a very charming smile.
You're going to attempt to. Well, you are very, very charming. Very, very charming.
I rolled an 18 and then got a +1 on persuasion.
Wow, that's a nice smile. Like Kazoo does the thing on your smile where you get a ding. She makes like the
nice.
little illusion. Ding.
Yeah, and I just want to say that I rolled a 2.
Man,
So,
we
plus
can't.
8 it's still a 10. Still only a 10. And he's like,
Also, just to ease the burden here, I will give you all of the money that I make tonight. In fact, you're going to get paid to sit and drink and hang out.
What could be better, my friend?
he looks around. He's like, well, it's not
Actually,
exactly a packed house anyway.
you know what else? If you want to jam, I would love to jam with you. So
You're going to give me
share at this moment.
You have the option. You can do whatever you want. If you want to take the stage, take the stage. If you want to sit and drink, you should sit and drink. If you want to play with me, I'll play with you. You've got
He's like,
all the options.
you know what? Tell you what. You can give me money. I need to drink.
Cheers,
I'll join you for your I'll join you for the your what do you call it?
Clack
The
song.
last song that you sing. Your
The Claxar song. The new one that I
Yeah.
played for you at Prologue's party. It's
We'll
such
do it
a
as an encore.
I love this.
Hell yeah! We'll bring her in the house. All right.
Randolph, drinks for my new silver-haired friend.
Steel Fox.
Mortified.
He's like, fine. Yeah. Actually, Ash comes back over and who's been here the whole time. Oh, who, by the way, told you some way crazy stuff about her growing up life. And she's like, okay, you're not ever gonna like tell anybody that stuff, right? Because like nobody knows that stuff. Like,
No,
that
man,
was...
I feel like we really bonded. I feel like
okay.
I see
great.
it.
I don't know why.
Well, if you wanted to come down on your price for us, that feels like a good trade.
Am I being blackmailed?
Yes.
No, it's not
Yes, you are.
blackmail. It's just, it's a thing that friends do. And you wouldn't have shared something like that if we weren't such good friends.
I'm sure there's some kind of friends and family discount, right?
And it would be terrible if everyone in Magecraft learned all of the secrets you said.
You're kind of a dick, but
Look at
you're
that
still charming.
smile. Look at that smile.
I'll buy you a drink.
She's like, all right, tell you what, $250 up front. The other $250 goes to the bar, and they'll hang on to it.
That seems fair. I like the way you think.
All right. Do you have anything that from these cuttlefish people that I can
Romulus?
get a scent or something?
Anything?
They wrote on the wall that that was them.
The goblins.
They're
know a
also
little bit.
they also only left one gold piece. Now, Romulus, you don't know necessarily if they've touched that gold piece, but
I'll check it out.
literally one gold piece left in a very obvious spot, as if to say,
I'll take a look at it,
okay.
which maybe I should have done earlier, but that's fine. I'll do it now.
Mm-hmm. You notice that there is there's on one side they've carved the letter C, or at least stamped it into it, and on the other side is G, Cuttlefish Gang, or something else. But
I'll show it. I'll show it. They left this, and I'll show her the C and the G. I'm showing it, not look with your eyes.
can I? I'm gonna take it over to my.
This is all I have left of my master.
Oh,
Okay, but my weasel needs it to smell to see if
You
we can hunt
I'll
it.
hold it while the weasel gets a whiff.
The weasel's in the barn.
A weasel, huh?
Okay.
Is this anything like a shear shoe?
I'll
No,
go-
it's a giant weasel. I ride it across the country.
I'll,
So
we're gonna do it right now.
shoo, shoo.
Are you gonna do it right now?
Yeah, she's in the barn.
I'll go with you, brother. Could you come with me and maybe watch my back?
I will come with you, brother.
All right.
It's really beautiful.
He's always
So while they do that, Kazoo gets back up on stage and does a little bit of musicking and nothing too magic-y, but maybe some illusions to go with it.
Okay.
And
Ayala, you're there for the show, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit at a front table and I'm going to continue drinking while like exasperatedly listening to people's life stories.
I love it. You are my favorite. You are so my favorite.
Yeah.
All right.
You're like, I
have my sword with my brother.
Tip
All right, so Augustus and Romulus, you go out to the barn that's outside, and waiting there is a giant weasel. It's so big that that Ash can ride this giant weasel. There's those like saddlebags and all sorts of stuff, and the weasel's like, and
you know what? Actually, Augustus, why don't you hold this up and then the weasel can sniff it?
You brother!
I would love to give you the honor of holding the last thing I have of my master.
Brother, I accept it.
All right. I need it back, though. Just I want you to hold it with the sniffing.
You are a magnificent
big
beast,
weasel.
a wonderful creature. Smell this. Smell this coin. Find those who did wrong to his dead master.
See,
The dead master of my brother.
I'd like to just make an observation. What's your intelligence score, brother? Just out of curiosity.
My intelligence score.
Yeah.
I have an 11.
Yeah. See what you're looking at
Kind
right
of
now.
basic.
What you're looking at right now is the difference of about 9 points of intelligence. Let's put that out there. So go ahead.
Yes. Smell this.
So Ash goes, okay, whoa. Jojo doesn't really speak
Jojo.
languages. She just knows a few words like Jojo, smell, and hold up the coin. She's like, and the weasel is like,
Yeah, I'm so glad.
and like, and then like you get a little bit of weasel slobber on your arm, and you're just, right. It's like, Jojo, fine, and she's like, all right, I'll be back. I'll meet you guys here in a week. If not beforehand, I'll leave a note.
Very
And
well.
she
Good
hops up on the weasel and rides off.
Truly.
Now, in the barn, of course, you're sitting there and you're like, "Oh, that's neat." There's a bunch of horses. There's a bunch of like, there's just like a bunch of other vehicles and stuff like that. And there is Nicholas Penn, the young stable boy, and he's like, "Wow, that was really cool."
Do you have any kind of Nicholas? How do we know his name? Do I know his name?
I told you his name.
No, Augustus does, yeah.
Nick, do you have a towel of some sort or some sort of rag?
Be very appreciated.
Yeah, sure.
Can I have it? Could you just wipe that off before I get it back?
Yeah, he comes back with a little towel.
Very good, brother.
Thank you.
Whoa. What's that giant weasel doing?
Apparently, he's tracking.
He's going on a magnificent quest, leading the strenuous life, going out in search of ne'er-do-wells for us to then sever their heads.
Whoa. I didn't sign up for any of that. I'm just.
Yes, you did, brother.
Wow.
That is what we shall do. Now, brother, let's go back inside and drink.
I'm not going to sever a head. That's uncivilized.
We're going to sever the heads with these swords.
I don't really do well with a sword, so I'm going to let you handle all the severing.
Seriously.
That we need to do.
Seriously.
Yeah, I do magic.
All right. So you head back in.
The Patreon saints have been making drinks magically in front of me while I'm talking to all these people.
You probably did.
Oh, yeah.
Ayala,
So drunk.
Ayala is convinced that this bar has some kind of magic where it automatically figures out that you need a drink and it like charges you and the drink magically appears. And she's pretty sure she's racking up a sizable tab, but she doesn't care. And so at the time you guys come back in, she's like, guys, this is great. This is a great town.
This is my bar.
These people are great. You're great. Here's a drink. They just keep appearing. It never ends. Here you go.
You seem pretty all right as well.
This is a great day.
You are great.
Glad we met on the road.
Brother.
Yep.
While we were here and Kazoo was playing.
She was great.
Kazoo, you were great. You're phenomenal. I wrote a poem, brother. A poem I hope can inspire you.
Did you write it while we were sitting here now?
Yes.
Like while we was drinking?
While we were drinking, yes. We're drinking, brother. Please use proper grammar. Yes. While we were sitting here drinking, I wrote a poem that I hope would inspire you, my dear brother.
All right.
Yes. And I want you to read it. I want you to take it into your heart. I want you to lead the strenuous life.
Why would you do that? Did I do something to you? Because I don't.
I want you to be inspired and to be a strong and strapping sort.
But you said you were trying to curse me with a strenuous life or something. I'm not sure why you would do that to us, and you claim to love.
It is a dream for you. It is hopes for your continued good existence.
Well, is it strenuous or is it a good existence? Because I don't know.
They are the same thing.
See, we might disagree slightly on that.
Well, then you would be wrong.
Just a little. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
brother.
Yeah.
You do not wish to lead an ignoble life. You wish to lead a life that is not trying to go with ignoble ease, but a life that is full of labor and strife and toil and effort. You want to have that ultimate triumph. Yes, you do, dear brother.
So you put the words ignoble ease together like they go together, but they don't necessarily. Like I had very noble ease when I was living with my dragon. It was noble. It was great. It was really good. I had that bed. It was amazing.
Brother, it sounds like you were following a course of a doctrine of ignoble ease instead of a life that goes one with hard-fought peace.
I think there was phoenix feathers in the bed. Apparently, that's what the dragon said, and they were very comfortable. I never even felt anything like that.
You're not listening to anything I'm saying. You're just, I don't care what you have to say. Why did you even come and seek me out then?
Well, I was hoping I could crash at your place for a few weeks while I try to get my affairs in order because I don't have a job. Because I told you about the dragon. Did you hear me? Maybe you weren't listening. My dragon got slain. I don't have a place to live.
Yes. It is very, and I said we shall go out and seek out the everywhere else, but I want to crash at your place. What about putting right what once went wrong?
Well, I mean, that's something, I guess.
This guy is great. I want to put right the things that went wrong. I want to slay the slayers of the dragon. What about what I want?
She gets it, and I start speaking in Draconic. She gets it. This one gets it. The drunk one gets it.
I get it.
What do you get?
Save the bed. Hashtag save the bed.
Save the bed. I mean, phoenix feathers.
They understand that was a comfortable bed. Look, I'm not saying you can't choose that on your own. It just seems like everybody should be able to make their own choice, and that's all I was trying to say. I'm not, fighting you on, if that's what you want to do.
I mean, I'm not saying anything except for it's a little weird that you're so upset about your dragon being slain and you don't want to do anything about it. Like, did you do it? Maybe you did it. Maybe you let them in. I don't know, but I want to find out.
Did you do it? Tell me right now. Tell me right now if you did it. Did you do it?
No.
Did you?
Nope.
Did you do it?
I still didn't.
Did you do it?
Kazoo, this is really good interrogation.
Not even now. I still didn't do it.
Did you do it?
I like it.
No.
Did you do it?
Nope.
Tell me the truth right now. I swear I will punch you in the face.
because I didn't kill a dragon?
No, I will punch you in the face if you are lying to me.
But I'm not because I didn't.
All right. I believe you right now.
So
I believe you.
one of the last songs that Kazoo plays in the evening is a very slowed down, sad and mournful version of her Mochen Dare song.
Oh,
Even
Oh.
though I get torn up a little.
And it is heart wrenching. It is full of emotion. It's a he's strong as 10 undead. Making friends and smashing heads, smoking dare. Yeah. And then
Give me a performance check on that.
should I use the dice that constantly roll really low, or should I try
You
with
would
another
like
die?
to roll high.
Okay, that's better. That was a 21. Yeah.
A natural 21 or 21 total?
Oh, sorry, 21 total.
All right.
21.
Man, I mean, not a dry eye in the house. I mean, no one even knew who he was. But
Well, they know him now. They
know
know
now.
that.
They
Yeah,
know
he
now.
fought 10 undead, made friends
actually-
with the skeletons.
Steel Fox, he's like, wait. I know Mochen.
I know you
And-
know Mochen.
And he actually does a thing at the very end as you finish the song, and everyone's like, wow, and he stands up and he's like, a toast to the bravest warrior in the land. And he does a whole big thing, and everyone is like, yep, oh yeah, eye contact. There we go. Very important, eye contact. And he does this whole rousing speech about, oh my God, yes, I got a 27.
A great point
By
right
the
there.
way. So he got a 27 on his performance check, and so he's like, he does the whole like, this brave man must be avenged, and we must all be braver for it, and do the things that we need to do to set right the things that are wrong, and obviously better than what I'm doing right now. But he kills it. And everyone is just like, yeah, we're doing things, stuff. Even Romulus feels something.
See, brother? You see? The Steel Fox gets it.
I'm more of a man of peace, really. You know what I mean? I try to
You can be a man of peace and live a strenuous life.
we still forgive people. Maybe if we forgave people more, we wouldn't have so many problems in society.
All right. So do you wish to forgive the people, the ne'er-do-wells, the rascals, the scoundrels, the murderers, the thieving sneak pursers? Do you wish to forgive those who killed your dragonborn master?
I mean, I feel like maybe someday I'll be at a level of where I can. I don't feel like I'm ready.
He needs a montage.
Hoping one day I can let it go, but right now it's burning. I'm really mad right now.
So,
You know what I mean?
while you're having this little bit of conversation, the entire audience is chanting Steel Fox, and they're like, yeah, and he's like, all right, and they're like, play a song, and they're like, all right. He's like, oh, I mean, he totally played this up. He's totally like,
Oh, I was
grabs
ready
his-
for it.
grabs
I
his
set him
instrument.
up to do this.
Shall I make him laugh?
throws it over his shoulder. He swaggers up on the stage, does the whole thing, perfectly tuned. He's like, all right, Kazoo, let's do this.
Let's do this.
And
Can I make him laugh again? Do you want me to make him laugh again?
No.
All right.
No.
Yeah. Just checking. I just wanted to know.
all right, so he plays a whole awesome set of like and yeah. So would you like to roll a performance check?
I just did, and 18.
Nice. So I mean,
He's
it's
obviously
great.
better.
He's
but
obviously
I can
better.
keep up.
Yeah,
but I keep
yeah, and he doesn't like. He's not a dick. He doesn't like squash you when you're like, take the solo, but it gives it to you at the wrong time where you're like, solo here? Like, what the fuck, you know?
Or
So,
chips key immediately and then says take a solo.
yeah. And
Or
you're
I
like,
start playing a solo and he cuts in. Oh,
Right.
that's a good one.
yeah.
Okay,
I love
but
that stuff.
my favorite line: "Everybody solo."
Everybody solo. Kazoo solo. Ayala solo. Everybody solo. But he totally plays well with you. And you can tell though it definitely is the like, okay, yeah, but I'm gonna finish the thing because yeah.
Respect that
So
and allow it.
I think Frank says Kazoo needs to do a power slide.
I 100% do a power slide, but it's
on
like
this floor.
it's really short. It's like power slide. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I
But
do
a
dance
rousing.
on table. Do
Nice.
dance on table.
Oh yes, of course.
And crazy
Rousing
illusions.
performance had by all. Everybody throws a bunch of coins to you as well, and several bottles of various drinks get sent to your table.
There is one last thing. For the outro song, I will say, I'll give the quick rundown. I haven't written it yet because he probably has it to Steel Fox and say, okay, this is the final song called "Tip Generously," and I wink at the candelabra with our backup musician. Are you cool with this? You cool with this?
Yeah.
It's the outro. We introduce everybody, say thank them for tonight. You know the drill. So
Yeah. Tip generously.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight. We really appreciated you letting us share the stage with you, letting us share the stage with Steel Fox. Another round of applause for the amazing Steel Fox tonight. You were part of seeing some real magic go down. Tip generously.
I see what you're doing.
If you had a good time, tip your bartenders generously. If you enjoyed the music, tip the band generously. And let's have another round of applause for the backup singers. I'm going to take them on the road. Give it up for Shaman!
So I rolled a bunch of dice. Once again, surprisingly, several people succeeded their saves, but are still tipping you. One person was like, I don't know, that seems a little bit grabby. well, the Nat21, it was just kind of like, that's a little too much,
Every show.
I was gonna tip you, but now, I mean, that's just a little over the top. I mean, meanwhile, one of the goblins runs up with a purse and just like and throws the whole purse at you. And but
I whispered to Ayala, and this is why I wasn't worried about money.
I mean, you clearly know what you're doing. Well done, my friend. Also, tip your therapist. It's me.
Tonight's drinks are on me, kiddos.
Oh, this is a fun turn of events.
I tip out.
Yeah, all right. I mean, it's actually made well with the pouch full of all the person's money. Total, you probably made like it's an adventure-y kind of bar, so even probably like 150 gold.
Whoa!
Yeah. I mean, the magic definitely helped. They were like, I can, like a bunch. You did like that whole group of adventurers. Like they probably threw in about like 80 themselves. So.
Now remember, the caveat was if you enjoyed the music, tip generously, and also the bartender, tip generously.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, everybody got tips. So So Steel Fox. After that whole thing, several more drinks happen. Steel Fox is like, "All right, Kazoo, you're not so bad. I don't know what
You're
the
all
heck
right."
up." And Randolph comes up later with like several bottles of wine, and he's like, I don't know what happened. I mean, something. Let me here. I just whatever you need, I'll put you up. Whatever, just like, he's like, here's to
We do need a place
to
to
Steel
sit.
Fox, and he's like, and Steel Fox is like, I figure something. It's not the first time somebody cast a magic spell on somebody to try to get a gig. All right, I mean,
I did
you
not.
know.
I did not. I did
Raise your hand if you've, yeah. So he's like, it's cool. It's cool. Don't do it again, especially to me. But don't. That's not.
I didn't do it. I don't even. Oh well, I can now. But no, I normally stay away from. I've gone down the charm rabbit hole.
You're charming all the time, man. You gotta stop. We gotta have intervention. I can quit anytime.
I honestly would
says.
stay away. Growing up, I never would charm. I always thought it was like a cop out. I always thought it was cheating. God, I feel awful now. Shamanon, what do you think?
I think it was a great idea. And so do you.
Oh
And
my
they wink
God.
at you.
They're in my head. This is going to be a problem.
This is amazing.
Oh, it's been great, but I'm going to turn in. Where's our room at?
We are up on the second floor, brother.
Okay, great. You don't mind if me and my new friends crash with you? You got a room already?
Brother. Couple of
Well,
things.
no, we're going to get our own room.
No. Please.
Yeah.
I rented the biggest suite here because I have come into a little bit of money. Because back home, I'm a little bit of a big deal. And
I'm sorry, I have to roll for composure.
people know me. And it would do me great honor to have my brother and his compatriots there, in hopes that you may also become my compatriots. But also, if I may have a moment of sheer honesty with my brother.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Romulus,
Yes.
you're my twin.
Yes, we are. We're twins.
You need to get your life together, man.
I had it together. I told you about the dragon.
Yes.
Lane, I had everything. It was great. I had a bed, and I had it. It was great retirement plan and everything.
All right. Yes, but you are focusing mostly on the retirement plan and the bed, and not about the loss of your dear friend.
Yeah, it was awful.
I feel that you need a therapist.
I mean, technically, I was sort of brought in against my will. I was told you about the song, right?
Yeah, but that sounded like a grand adventure to me.
It was. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it wasn't really by choice.
Brother, get you to bed.
I'm going. That's what I
I
said.
shall continue to drink with Randolph and Steel Fox.
Yeah, have a lot. Yeah, have a good time.
We're going to jam all night.
And Ayala. I'm not done.
Oh, very good.
We're okay.
Right.
If you like.
I definitely want you to teach me some Draconic.
I will. Oh, great. I taught my brother, actually.
All right.
I just want everyone to know that Ayala has literally, there are cups floating around Ayala's head.
Oh, look,
that
magic.
that are for some reason, and even the bartender's like, I didn't do that.
I didn't either. I don't think.
Randolph.
I was meant to have these drinks. They're meant to be here. They are just floating here. Here, have one. You want one?
Yes, I would. Thank you.
I'll have another.
My bounty is.
No, you're going to bed.
I'm gonna have one more nightcap.
All right, you have one more.
Thanks.
Do you want to hear my poem, brother?
Yeah,
I wrote it. I wrote it
I
for you.
wanted me to read it.
Well, I don't know how to physically get it to you because
I know that's the problem. That would be magic.
All right.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, take it. No. Did you take it?
I tried my best.
All right, your magic sucks. All right.
That's harsh.
Brother.
That was just outright cruel.
This is the sonnet.
I don't complain about your draconic. You got a weird accent.
Brother. You have a weird. You're the one with the weird accent.
No, I never said it though.
No, you just said it right now.
I've been living with the drag. That's only because you said my magic sucks. That was wrong.
Brother, that was hurtful of me.
I used to cheer when you'd be down there at the cricket match, and I never could play cricket.
Brother,
I cheered. I was happy for you when you got that puppy. I got a chicken. You can't play with the other
I wanted the chicken.
Yeah, but then you can't play. You couldn't go on a hike with a chicken.
Yeah, you perch it on your shoulder, brother.
He wouldn't perch on my shoulder. He bit my shoulder. You had a dog. I had a.
That was a nip of love.
Anyway, read the poem. You should read it. I'm excited.
Brother. I'm sorry for speaking ill of your magic.
That's all right. I got over it.
Are you really?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but let's hear your poem.
No, it is worthless. It is.
No, I want to hear.
No, we want to hear
it is not. It is not worthy.
No.
Of one such as my brother.
You're a poet. You're great at it.
No. I am a fighter. I speak with my sword and my soul. But speaking with my pen, it is folly.
No, do it. Try it anyway. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Mightier than the sword.
That's what I've heard.
No, that
Steel
is
Fox says.
That is not true at all.
Say the poem.
All right, Steel Fox says so. All right.
Stephen Eldridge also says poem.
Stephen Eldridge he's my enemy. Maybe. I don't know. A sonnet to the strenuous life. To strive with toil and effort, sweat and strife. The highest success comes from one's labor. 'Tis the doctrine of the strenuous life, and is heralded upon the tabor. 'Tis not the doctrine of ignoble ease, nor those who shirk from dangers of life's, what did I write there? Lumps. This is for those who win the hard-fought peace. Theirs the most splendid, ultimate triumphs. I need to write an S in there to write with lumps. Hold on. There it is. Oh, from no pain, let us never shirk. Whether it's physical or moral. With it, we shall deal even as with a dirk. And rise. That makes more sense. I can read my writing. And rise above it, waves upon coral. The strenuous life shall fail us never, though 'tis hard and dangerous endeavor. I am here to write down all of your various thoughts and meanderings.
Wait, where's your brother? Where'd your brother go?
I brought a calligraphy set. He left. He never listens to my poems. He always does this to me. He says, brother, read your poem, and then he leaves.
What?
And it's usually after I've been drinking.
What?
I don't need this.
Oh, no, I heard it. It was great. I had to refill, but it was...
You left!
No, I'm here. I didn't go far.
You did this when I was giving the speech at school. I was giving the speech in front of the entire school.
Yeah.
And you left.
And I went...
There were only 6 students. I mean...
He left. I was giving a speech. And he said, no, I have to go.
I always listen. I'm like right around... I listen. I stay close enough.
You don't listen.
I like it with a drink.
Yeah, you like it. You could have said pause.
But I'll hear you.
There's no pausing in poetry. There's no pausing.
Yeah, I mean,
pause.
I got to agree with the dungeon master on this one. You pause a
can't
poem.
stop
It's like when you get constipated. It's not good for your constitution.
You know, I wrote it while we were all sitting here. It's fine. It's fine.
It was great.
I think
more
it
than
was
fun.
really,
It
really
was
good.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Especially considering there was just so much going on. Sometimes I really need to focus when I'm writing, song lyrics, and it's like, yeah, that's crazy. Also, I'll put that to.
I went to Bardic College, but since I had no musical ability,
There's a college.
Bardic College, yes, it's in the Dragon City. It's on the Dragon Island. I went to the Bardic College, and I was on a scholarship. I was a scholarship student.
It was.
And I had no magic.
I was helping.
And they told me, you have no magic.
He doesn't.
And I said, all right. Well, what else can I do? They said, can you play an instrument? I said no.
Oh.
And they said, can you learn other things? I said yes.
He does learn.
And I learned.
We worked together.
And so they taught me poetry. They taught me Draconic because all the classes were in Draconic. And also they taught me calligraphy.
You know what I like with your poems? I like a drink.
You know what? I like a drink.
I was really just refilling because I could hear you.
Brother, I took my emotions out on you in an unhealthy way. And I apologize for it.
It's fine.
Brother, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
You do. You really do.
And just a couple of quick questions. Can you tell me more about this Bardic College?
Yes, it's called Saint Patron. Saint Patron. It's Saint Patron. It is on the Dragon Island.
Oh.
And I was a scholarship student. And
I'd like to go.
People made fun of me because I was the poor kid. But I'm like, no, it's all right. But after my third year, I was the captain of the cricket team. And the fencing team. And the archery team.
Archery always good.
And the football team. I was the captain of the football team.
Where this is going. You have the dexterity of a swashbuckler.
I can do a triple backflip onto a balance beam when I'm drunk. I'll do it right now.
Let's do it.
I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now.
I want to see it again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up the stairs. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
I gotta see this. I gotta see what you can do.
All right.
I should do what I can do.
I'm making my athletics roll.
Show me what you got.
I am making my athletics roll.
Dude.
It is a 15 plus a 5. Tell me.
So that's a total of a 20?
That is a 20 total.
Are there any penalties for inebriation
because I'm
in this
inebriated.
game?
I'm inebriated.
Yeah, I would say that you probably don't actually do a triple, which is perhaps humanly impossible, especially unless you are literally a 70-pound, and it actually takes like 100 feet to run and then do a triple forward roll. So, but one solid single roll, yes, you can do that, and you do it very well. So, standing on the table, flip and land on your feet without smashing your face.
Nice.
Amazing.
One thing he wasn't great at was math. So if you could, don't blow it for him on.
I am very.
Oh,
he did a triple.
Josh gives him a +5, so he nails the landing, and even so much that he actually kicks the mug from the table. As he hits it, it hits the table. It bounces up, and he catches it, and then drinks.
Whoa.
That was beautiful.
That is what I do. My poetry, I only got a B.
I liked your poem.
Thank you. I only got a B though in that class because they said it's Bardic College.
Your delay is worse than
then he just throws it over.
Facebook.
and we had sports teams purely to get extra funding.
That's how it goes.
I've had enough. I'm gonna turn in.
All right.
It's been a long day for me.
Do you
Steel
want to
Fox.
A lot of emotions came up.
do you want to run up the mountain tomorrow with me?
I'm gonna hold off because I want to see that druid you were talking about my leg that I told you about.
Yes.
So I don't want to push it right now.
Kazoo, what time do you want to have breakfast?
When just like not long after I get up.
12:30ish. You thinking we do that?
That's brunch.
Yeah, like just whenever I get up, that's probably when I'm going to have breakfast.
Well, when are you getting up? I am getting up with the sun.
Oh, I don't want to put a
And then we can
timeline
go
on that kind of thing.
You know.
All right.
Yeah.
Augustus, I will run with you in the morning.
I love this.
I am ready
That's
for
like
the
a-
challenge.
That's a
I
drunken
say-
dare from the
I say in Draconic. Thank you, my dear friend. Thank you.
I whisper to Ayala, crush him.
Oh, you know it.
Steel Fox says to you, Kazoo, hey, how long are you in town? I'm doing a whole little tour this
Ooh,
this
well,
week.
we are trying to resolve one of Ayala's friends, Romulus, situation there. But we sent a hunter to track down the cuttlefish crew, so we have about a week till we hear back. So theoretically, a week, But I was going to kind of take some of that time to grieve Mochen, to get some provisions up, maybe get some new swanky items. Yeah, I got to take the ukulele in, get it tuned up, shine up my shamzu bone, So tell me where your gigs are? They local in this town?
Yeah, they're in Magecroft. I'll just do a different place each night. Frog Prince.
We wanted to go to the Frog Prince.
Silver Ladle. The Wayward Seaman. It's the pirate bar.
I'm sorry, where? Where?
The Wayward Seaman.
That's what they named
like-
the pub.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like SEAM, like
Yeah.
someone who is nautical.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Ayala, didn't you say something about the frog place?
Oh yes, the something about a frog that I wrote somewhere. The Frog Prince.
The Frog Prince, yeah. Is it cool if I bring my crew with me to be roadies?
Yeah, we could go. Sure. I mean, I could probably get the other three in there. You could be part of the band, and sure, yeah.
Ayala's
Roadies.
like my bodyguard.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sort of
She's
like
my-
a manager.
Yeah, he is a very good manager.
Thank
He
you.
did get, and hold on, this is occurring slowly. He did get me this gig here. Romulus.
Yep.
That guy.
What did you say? Yeah, I did.
Did he now?
Just
Might
thought
be
I'd bring that
helpful.
up. Yeah, good to know.
It's my
Good
brother.
to know.
Magecraft is it's a rough city. There's a lot of other bands.
Yeah, if you need to if you
Cut
need,
in.
if you need a- if you need a new manager, Steel fellow, I've got my dragon just got slain, so my old gig is kind of washed up a little. But apparently, I'm pretty good as a manager.
Did get me this gig.
I got her the gig.
So we'll negotiate, I think.
Well, I mean, I have a gig right now, but maybe you can negotiate for a better gig. I don't know.
Brother.
I know.
You need time to mourn.
Right.
Yes.
So Kazoo, you need your ukulele tuned. I know there's a really great music shop in town. We could.
I gotta
we could
shine
go.
it up. Knock some of that Underdark dust off of here. It's
Nah.
yeah.
You know what you can do, Kazoo? Maybe if they tune it, maybe if you put a little logo of their shop on your kazoo, on your ukulele, maybe they'll do it for free. It'll be like you can have it so they can see it when you play a gig. You know, they'd be like, and they'd be like, where'd she get a ukulele? Oh, maybe I should go there. And then maybe they would do exchange tuning, maybe lifetime tuning.
See, this guy's brilliant. Brilliant. I think you might have a calling here.
You know, I mean, I'll go
right.
figure something else out. I mean, I need time to mourn.
Yeah.
Brother said, but you
All
know,
right.
I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, well, we are at 9:12 tonight, and we are just going to go for a little bit longer tonight. This is our as we approach with campaign 2, as we approach into going 8 weeks, which will take us into August, and things are starting to open up. So we're going to do 2.5-hour sessions from here out, and so we just have a few more minutes, and then I've got some announcements to make. So we end tonight with everyone heading off. Ayala quite hammered as the drinks have been flowing around her. Kazoo and Steel Fox are making arrangements to go shopping at the music shop tomorrow and around town. Romulus is sleeping in.
I'm gonna sleep in.
And Augustus is going to wake Ayala at the crack of dawn and try to take her running.
She's going to love that.
That should be very interesting. So we want to thank everybody for watching tonight. We have 2 new characters, Augustus and Romulus, joining us.
The twins.
The twins. Yes, and we have a great cast here. Special announcement. I just want to let everyone know that so Ren Adventures, our tour company, is going to start doing online virtual tours of cities in Europe, and we're starting that July 11th at 11 a.m. We're starting off in Turin, which is, I used to live in that city. That's where I taught at a circus school, and one of my old circus buddies actually still lives there, and he's going to give us the tour. It's a virtual tour, and all of the Patreon Saints, it's free to all of them. And so if you are a Patreon Saint in the month of August, we'll give you the link for free as a gift to you guys for being part of the show and supporting this show. And question, Romulus.
Can we go for my dragon was slain? Am I able to get in on the free?
Oh, he's going for the sympathy.
Just hang on, wait.
Other way. Bring it back.
There it is.
There you
My
go.
my friend. Yes.
Great. I'm not liquid for a lot of gold right now.
Point at him again. I'm out of the way.
So here's the thing. So it's free to all of the Patreon Saints. It's free to Romulus. If you are signed up for one of our Ren Adventures tours, it is also free. It's almost free to everybody. Otherwise, it's $5 to join the tour. And then we do ask that if you can tip Mike, if our tour guide, then he'll have his PayPal up so you can tip him. Italy, of course, got hit very hard with coronavirus, so they're under all sorts of different lockdowns that are starting to come up. So he can actually now walk around the city. They weren't allowed to go outside without actual permission, like a hall pass. Like it was bad. It was really bad. So they're
to use hall passes to not wear masks.
Right. So he's going to go out and give us that. That is July 11th. We're looking at doing it every week on Saturday, at least until we start doing gigs again, which might be August or it might be
Next
2021. Who knows? Might be next year. We don't know. So we're going to do that. Like I said, so it's Ren Adventures. That's just go to our Facebook page. It's up there. And let me get your little... There we go. Boop. Oh, look, we're all tiny now. RenAdventures.com and on Facebook at Ren Adventures. It's July 11th at 11 a.m. You'll get a Zoom meeting pass, and you get to go join us for a live tour. You can ask Mike questions in the comments, and then we sit down and have a little chat afterwards, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do this in different cities. It's 1 hour long. Basically, the tour is going to be half an hour. Then we'll sit down and at a cafe and have a coffee while Mike talks about crazy stuff we did 16 years ago when I lived in Turin. And yeah, it was that long ago. It was a million years ago now. And then we're going to do Lucca. We're going to do Florence. We're going to do some cities in Sicily. We have some tours lined up at the Valley of the Temples. I tried to say it in Italian as I was saying it in English. Valley di Templi in Agrigento, which has amazing Greek ruins and these amazing Greek temples. It's a fantastic site, and we have somebody in there. She's going to ride a little scooter and take us around to the sites. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And you can just sit at home and watch it. So yeah, there we go. That was a really long thing. So yeah, and aside from that.
So for anybody that wants to support us and also get to go on your awesome Ren Adventures tour, how do they become a patron saint? What does that mean?
Tell them, Paul.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. Boop. There we go. You can actually here. I'll do this one. Boop.
Yes.
There we go. Nat21 Adventures on Patreon and coffee. You can aid the party, give them auto hits and auto crits. You can find us on Patreon, coffee. And you can actually sign up. You can give everybody automatic hits, automatic Nat 21s, and for our big Patreon fans, you get your very own Nat 21 die. Oh yeah, these goes to 21. That's right.
Unless it's mine, which apparently can't roll higher than a 9.
My own only goes to 15.
You know, I
got the
rolled
good
2s
one,
and 3s.
and I'm not sorry.
Yes. So yeah, you can get your very own Nat 21 die, and as well as other perks that we have. People writing songs, writing poems, writing prayers from Joseph, and all sorts of other stuff.
This is what we're doing. All right. We're getting
And
closer.
super bonus swag. So the other thing I want to add on to what Paul was saying is your faithful bard has been hard at the glitter rhinestone, cranking out little gifts for everybody. All the Patreon participants of every level, but there is a form that we added onto our page that only Patreon can see. So log in, find the link to the form, and send us your address so that we can give you stuff. I want to give you stuff. That's all.
She's been making all sorts of stuff. Check out the page on Facebook as well. We've got all sorts of comments there, pictures from all the swag.
She sent me a great.
Oh, I gotta put that on the big screen. Hang on, bam.
This prayer candle.
Look at that. That's one of the best ones I've made.
It's amazing.
Double-sided. It's double-sided unless you don't have object permanence. Then it's one-sided at a time.
I read somewhere recently that people with ADHD actually don't have object permanence.
I'm
And that's
kind of one of those people.
yeah. I read that and it hit a little too close to home.
Yeah, it's kind of like relationship permanence, object permanence. Yeah.
Like, where did I put that significant other? I mean, seriously.
I was dating somebody over here. Is anyone dating me?
I guess I'm alone now.
So the dice.
If I can't see you all the time, do you even love me though? Like, is that?
I love you all the time. I'm going to write you another song. I'm going to write Augustus a song. I'm going to write Romulus a song.
I'm constantly amazed that my wife, who's been with me now, that my lady wife, who's been with me for nearly 15 years, that she is still with me, and I'm constantly thinking that any given second she's going to leave. She's going to be like, no.
Yeah,
No.
she's going to be watching
We're
this and go, wait, that was an option? Wait,
Is it?
what?
No.
What?
We're good. Thank you. I'm constantly thinking that's going to happen. Yeah, so totally right there.
Wait. Reverend Tommy, you need a replacement die?
Yeah, I was just
How
going
did
to
you
say.
break it?
What did you do to it?
How did you break it?
Maybe
Don't let
some jerk slayed his dragon and took the horde with him.
Oh, out to Reverend Tommy too. He hasn't even said anything.
It was a new cuttlefish gang.
Oh,
Aw.
dang it. The new cuttlefish
The
gang.
new cuttlefish.
The new.
So are the dice, what level do you have to be to get the die of the Patreon?
The 21. Yes.
Just those are the only ones that get the die. Just you have to be
Yes.
the level 21. I heard a rumor that there may be additional higher levels of the Patreon saint down the
Higher
line.
levels coming soon. Yes.
Just saying.
Probably
So
try
if
to
you want to,
stuff. I know I have some prayers coming.
that's right.
Gotta,
Yes, there are going to be higher levels. If you want to play a D&D game online, there's a higher level, a next level that's coming up soon. So we're gonna get our D&D games together, and you can actually have one of us run a game for you. So yeah. Oh no,
Paolo is very good at running games.
I'm pretty good.
As is my brother. My brother is very
No.
good. My brother is very
So
good.
apparently, Reverend
Thank you.
Tommy's die fell into an abyss, and perhaps some sort of warp hole, maybe.
Frank
Well,
probably
I think-
stole it.
It's going to come out in the past.
he's a
I knew it. I knew it. Frank stole it. I knew it.
It's going to come out,
Everybody.
You'll find it last week.
Romulus, how's the gym going? You guys open up?
Oh yeah, we did.
Ironically enough.
It's so great. This is such a wonderful. I realized this evening, like this level of relaxation is wonderful to maintain. Like this is amazing. Yes, we have opened. I have small classes with people, punching, kicking.
And
Great.
you're teaching online as well.
Yes,
Which
I
I
have
sometimes
classes,
actually see.
Monday and Thursday is my Zoom class, so I could see you.
Yeah. So you can see that on Facebook. Check it out. It's great.
JKD, Facebook.com, Action JKD. I'm more awake during those times.
I am so sorely like angering myself whilst sitting here talking about living the strenuous and vigorous life.
I know.
We need to get up and run up a mountain in the morning and do
It's so
vigorous.
opposite. It's like opposite day.
I know. I'm like, now I feel the need to like just turn the camera and like when crap isn't involving me, just go over there and just start doing push-ups and just see how many I can do.
You take my classes online, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Combat cardio.
That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna sleep in until 12:30. I heard your plan.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks a lot for joining us once again for Nat21 Adventures. That's right. You can join us on Patreon, be part of the game, and we are going to be back here next week, 7 p.m. and do support us if you can, and we'll get you there, Reverend Tommy. So don't worry, and check out the Patreon page for all the updates. All of the information is going to be there as well. And everyone, have a great night. Once again, it's Nat21 Adventures. When a natural 20 just won't do, you need a Nat21. Good night, everybody.
Good night.